a lot of times talk about like, oh, there's no job in the economy and all these different things is because we've not opened the avenues for these things to happen for us, right? And so by putting the technology in the hands of kids and what we're doing is that we're creating new job opportunities, new avenues. And then on top of that, I don't want it to be the idea like we're lagging behind. It's like when you give kids something at a young age and it's not a rigid teaching system, but it's more of an exploration system. You give them the chance to learn what the technology is and the chance to explore how the technology works and the chance to see, well, what are the limits of the technology and even incorporate their own ideas into how far they can take it, right? And so now instead of just aspiring to be a video producer, you can aspire to create a technology beyond video producing. We might not know what that is today, but one of the students from your classes can look at it and be like, oh, well, I wish the technology could do this, and gather 2 or 3 of their friends and figure out how to make it that way, and now you got something that you can export to the rest of the world. I think that um, the great thing about a lot of African countries not having the technology like everybody else is that we don't have the infrastructure like everybody else, which means that we can try new things easier, because like if you have a city where the train system has already been established, the roads have already been established, and you want to build like a hyperloop, well, you have to tear down the roads to build a hyperloop. You have to like destroy what's there to build something new. But when you have a place that's barren and it's not yet been built up, now you can easily go and add the new technology without having to tear down what you already have before, and I feel like that's the message that we really need to give to them. Like, hey, like the world is like, our city is your playground. There's a lot that needs to be done here and you can do it. You don't need to do it in the way that's been done everywhere else because we're in a unique situation. So what's that new way we can do this so that's even better than the way it exists already? What's a better transportation system than cars? Let's figure it out. What's a better mass transit system than trains? What's a better thing than a skyscraper? Maybe there's another, like there are inflatable buildings, there are modular buildings, there are so many different technologies and like different ways to explore the world as it is. And we have the misfortune / good fortune of not having much so that we can like build upon barren land, and so and I think that that's the real message. And I think that by giving kids these skills early on, you're giving them a chance when they're still got their creative brains to look at the world in a different way, to be able to apply these skills. So that's awesome work. And I'm really looking forward to what comes out of your organization.
Oh, thank you so much. I feel like I'm gonna like take this recording and put it in all the computer labs so kids can hear that. I could not have said it better myself.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. You've been such a wonderful mentor.